Which means this month might end up being about a $300,000 or $400,000 month.
Let's keep it going, baby. Let's keep it going. We working.
How I'm making $200K a month, sometimes more, sometimes less. So it is Thursday, February 13th at 8 a.m. A little bit of a mess here. So I've been trying to record this video for like the last 3 days. And this is me restarting, I'm not gonna lie. Everything that I was trying to show or do in the last couple of days was just failing. It was bad. So I decided to scrap that video and use this one. I did leave all the clips in my actual SD card, so in case the editor's like, oh no, this is a banger, you need to have it in there, it'll stay. But I'm pretty much gonna recover everything, but this time it should end up coming out to how it should be. So anyway, what you've missed out on. So one, we're gonna talk about how I got to where I am. We also picked up a new vehicle, which I'm going to show you the new vehicle, as well as it is already getting lowered with some springs and a valve control opener. The part that failed is it was supposed to have downpipes as well. The downpipes ended up not fitting the fucking car. So the BMW service tech, the same BMW service tech that wrecked my M3, told me to get the wrong downpipes for the vehicle. Then I was trying to showcase, you know, my productivity system, and I had messed with the settings so much on it that it ended up just not even working. So I needed to get that fixed while trying to get everything done without my like efficiency tool, which was just a headache. And we shipped out the DMEs of the M3s, which are going to be unlocked and sent back for a MHD tune, and the cars will be pushing about 750 wheel horsepower, so from like 523 to 750 wheel horsepower. So the M3s are no longer in use. We don't even have a vehicle at the house because the new car, it was supposed to be done yesterday, but it absolutely was not. So now it'll be done today, probably early in the morning, but as soon as that's complete, we're gonna pick it up. We started this new training program with Alex Woods, just some Instagram influencer guy who's gonna get us lean machine. So we have a new strict diet, nutrients, supplements, vitamins, and whatnot. So we have been eating chicken for 3 meals a day, including breakfast. We're eating chicken. So anyway, let me just sit here, let me get my shit done, and then we'll recalibrate. Another big thing, as you guys saw in the last video, we were talking about my OFM strategy. It's gotten even more demonic. We are now on average just pushing, fucking 300 paid subs a day. 300 paid subs at about a $15 LTV, $4,500 days. It's actually about 20, I'm not gonna lie. $6,000 days, maybe like $17 LTV. Anyway, we're pushing subs. So this month is probably gonna be closer to 150K a month on just this one page, which means this month might end up being about a $300,000 or $400,000 month.
Let's keep it going, baby. Let's keep it going. We working.
All right, we are headed out to the N5X place. I need to grab my wallet, and we are going to drop Hayden's car off momentarily.
Colorado N5X with on there.
We're gonna hop in the X5, which you guys will be able to see the X5. You didn't even know I got an X5. I'm doing a really raw vlog this morning.
Really raw?
Yeah, I was gonna do some of the B-roll stuff. Told myself I wasn't gonna do it, and then was like, you know, I'm gonna do it, and then broke my drone. Yeah, something. Well, not actually. I just need to replace the little spin. Yeah, little spinny thing. Yeah.
How's your heel?
And here is the new whip.
Oh yeah, I got another car.
Hunter got another car. X5, M Comp. Drive it gray. red brake calipers, windows tinted, red guts. So the plan is, as you see, we have all these boxes in here. This is Hayden's body kit stuff. So, but anyway, the plan for the car is the X5 goes into the N5X place here on the 12th or the 11th, one of the two, for downpipes and valve controller install. It is also getting suspension or springs on it. That's going to lower the car quite a bit. So I think I might end up selling the Lambo only because it's winter in Colorado and we have winter for another like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 months since it was a later winter. And I'm not gonna be able to drive the car. So it's literally sitting in my garage, just depreciating as fast as it possibly can while not being driven. So I'm just straight up losing money while it's just sitting there. So anyway, I am going to focus on the road. I'll pick you guys up once we get to N5X. And I ended up getting my operation set up and running this morning. I am kind of slowing down the traffic because it's getting a little bit difficult to not sustain the traffic, but there's a lot of diminishing returns on the page. When there's that many people coming in, it's hard to talk to all of them. It's hard to extract all the money from all of them. So you end up losing money because you are still effectively paying per fan in some way and some way or another. But anyway, we actually are about to be on the road, so I need to put the camera down. So I'm about 50% done with my daily tasks. It's getting a little brutal. I haven't eaten at all today, and we did have a fucking serious gym session this morning. So I need some food. I need some Chipotle nachos. And them Chipotle nachos have been so good. I'm not a big fan of Chipotle because I don't like the burritos. I don't like the bowls either, honestly. It's just too much. It's too much food. And it's just all slobbed together. But when you do the nachos, it's not too bad. It's actually really fucking good. All right, M3. All right, I'm getting sat down. Oh, God, this thing is cramped. All right. Chipotle. So a couple things today that just came across my calendar that we are also doing is I have a meeting with Christopher, who has been developing our back end for a new project that we're working on. It's an entirely different company that's going to come to you guys soon. No, it's not a course. It's an actual tool, and not like a software company either. Like just trust. I'm not gonna expose it now, but it's cool. Then I also have a call with my accountant, who's likely gonna go over my January P&L and my January spend. But what I wanted to do is what I tried to do yesterday and completely failed, is I wanted to show you guys how I set up my work schedule. And how I'm able to achieve so many things in a single day while staying focused and getting as much as I need to get done. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys my screen, and we're going to go over a automation that I have built out for myself and how I utilize it to get a lot done during the day. So I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, so here you are inside of my Notion. I have a ton of different projects that I'm working on, and if you scroll down here in just the basic command center, I do just have my general to-do list of tasks that I need to get done. And outside of that, I use this time blocking calendar called Amy. I utilize this to the utmost max. And so I'm gonna pretty much just show you exactly what I'm doing when I'm using it or how I use it. So inside of Amy, you have the ability to run settings and integrations directly into your Notion. So Notion tasks will go into Amy, undone tasks will turn into done because it's a two-way sync. Due in Notion will be due in Amy. Once again, two-way sync. And if it's not assigned to me, don't worry about it. And then the status in Notion is idea, in progress, and archive. These are ones that I do not want to see. What I do every morning is I open up my Telegram, because that's typically where I have the most amount of tasks to do, is just everybody asking for something. And so what I do is I spend about 30 minutes going through all of my Telegram, messaging back some of the creators, messaging back some of the clients, and then I identify as many tasks as I have, and I dump them into Notion. So, for an example, you see I already have stuff in here. Lead gen department, Ali Luna call, talk to my accountant about members, draw Airtable, change all the follow and follow passwords for the accounts, and then I need to send one of the girls some money for their nails. So anyway, what I can do is, while I'm going through, I will add different tasks. And let's just say these are, let's say for example, task 1, 2, and 3. So now inside of Amy, I have a general work that is on shift 11 through 7 p.m. Now, we just recently altered our gym schedule to a little bit later in the day, so this is now going to need to be modified. But anytime a task goes into the Notion tasks, all to-dos are scheduled based off of the work timeline that I've set. So anyway, what I can do is, now that all of these are just ideas, and the reason I have them as ideas is because just because I have a task doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to get done. Sometimes I like to come up with ideas of things that I need to get done, or things that would be cool to do, but don't actively do them because they're just not necessary, or I don't need to get them done yet, or whatever it may be. So I have this system that allows me to separate my actual daily to-dos from my general to-dos of things that I should get done at some point, but I can't do everything all in one day. So add all your tasks to it, and as soon as you start changing them to not started, what you'll notice is, which I also need to do this one, and then I have a meeting with Liz Dana, so that'll happen today. All I need to do is give it a second, and Amy is going to sync over all of those tasks based off the parameters that I showed you earlier. So as you guys know, I'm really big into Airtable. I'm really big into databases. I'm really big into optimizing and productivity, which I have a video coming out soon, which will be the productivity tools that I use. And this is literally a video just because I want to make it. Not sure how it would do on YouTube, but I am a fiend for productivity. And I think it will be a pretty sweet little additive to the channel. All right. So there you see, all of our tasks have been added to our calendar. And these are all set up to be 1 hour tasks. Reason being, the tasks that I'm going to bring over here are not just things that I can just quickly do. Sometimes they are, like you see all of these yesterday were really fucking short tasks. But anyway, you can also change the priority. So of these tasks, this is the only real one that's on here. I'm going to change the non-priority to a priority. And what you'll see is it just moved it up to the top. Now let's say task 1 is a very important thing that I need to do, and I'll click super priority, and Amy will allow you to have 3 super priorities, because outside of 3 super priorities, you are not prioritizing properly in your day. But anyway, you see the super priority is going to come up. So you can have 3 super priorities, you can have unlimited priorities, and then unlimited non-priorities. But anyway, as you see, it time blocked out my entire day, and when the red line gets to these areas, and like I said, we don't go to the gym at this time anymore, so it should be populating all the way down, but it's not because I haven't updated it. But anyway, now I can go through and I can complete the tasks, and I can open them up, and I can, if it's a meeting, I can add a web link here, a Google Meet link, and update the event. So now when the time comes, I can just join the call directly through that meeting link, if that happens to be what it is. That one's not specifically, so I'm going to remove that. I can add guests, I can add notes to the description, I can change, the colors of it, whatever I want to, whatever I want to do. but it's really cool. It allows me to just time block my entire schedule. One of the ways that I'm as productive as I am in a busy day, I have learned to just automate my entire process. Hey, I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, this is Hunter, right?
Of course.
Okay, yes, it's Hunter. I know the number. Okay, great. Josh will be on the phone shortly if we need him. All right, so what we want to talk about are these transfers.
Yes, ma'am. Let me grab my laptop.
Okay, so the question that Josh had posed was, did you transfer these monies to a personal account or one of the accounts that you have given me that I did the books for?
It was not transferred to a personal account. It was simply just transferred to another business account. I just got off the phone with the accountant, and I now have a meeting with the back-end guy for ClickUp that I was telling you guys earlier about for the project that's undisclosed here in about 2 minutes. So I'm going to join up. Good man.
How you doing, Hunter?
I'm good. You?
Well, thanks, man. How's 2025 treating you so far?
Good. Got some really good. Oh, I know the beard's getting big. I have a haircut, I think, today. It's tomorrow, so she's gonna trim it up a little bit. It's getting a little frisky, but got some New Year's resolutions that I've been working on, and it's been great. I've been working less and less, but making more and more, so I'm happy. How is 2025 work going for you?
That's the way to do it, eh? Work less and make more. It's all about scalable businesses.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. The reason you even clicked on this video, you want to know how I made my money. You want to know how I'm making $200K a month, sometimes more, sometimes less. So I'm 23 years old. I'm sitting in a $170,000 car. To the right of me is my Lamborghini Huracan Technica, which is $315,000, and my G80 M3 Comp, which was another, honestly not that bad, $100-something-thousand car. Anyway, how did I do this? I'm 22, and what do you do at this exact moment? So I'm not going to go into length of every single business that I've ever owned, ever, and everything that I've ever done to make my money, because frankly, that is a 4-hour video. So I'm going to sum it up to what I do now and immediately follow up with future plans and presentations so that it's more achievable and maybe even opens up a new market or a new section of the market that is able to be tapped in on at a younger age. So as of now, as of this exact moment, my main source of income is coming from OFM. If you're not familiar with what OFM is, feel free to look it up on YouTube, and there's 1.5 million videos on it, but I'm going to explain now what we do. So as of now, we open up OF pages for creators that are looking to make money, or we take creators that are already on OF that are looking to make more money. We simply market their pages, and we take a percentage of their income. So for an example, let's say you have this girlfriend, you and your girlfriend are looking to make some more money, and let's say it's easy, or make more money easier. Then what you can do is you can open up an OF account. You drive people into the OF page. Let's say they pay $3, let's say they pay $5 to get into the page. Then all you do is once they pay to get into the page, all that happens is you sell them content, they'll buy the content, and now you take a percentage of the earnings. Now, where our situation is unique is, for an example, my girlfriend is the creator, and she doesn't, make any content. She hasn't done any work in a few months. And since she hasn't done any work in a few months, I am able to take 100% of the earnings. So if I make this page, if I drive in enough customers into this page to make $120,000, I get to keep $120,000. I pay her a little salary, but I also pay for, you know, the rent, and I pay for all of her food, and I pay for all of her living expenses. So there's where I'm able to get away with something like that. Now, 2 or 3 of those creators all doing $100,000 a month, you keeping majority of the income, now puts you in a spot where you're making $200,000 or $300,000 a month. Now, this is after probably 150, 200 failed attempt at businesses. This isn't my number one, you know, income money maker, but it is what I'm doing actively at the moment. And it is something that has been in the works, and we've been building and expanding and developing over the last 2.5 years now. So, future. What do we plan on doing in the future? So, me and the boys, Hayden and Cole, are opening up a new company that is going to be significantly more user friendly. What I mean by that is OF management does have some limitations. Age restrictions for opening up pages, age restrictions in regards to even dealing with the type of content that you're dealing with does come with an age factor at the end of the day. You need to be 18, and our YouTube channels don't want to feel like they're within the constraints of 18 years old and above. So what we're doing is we're opening up a new company that the next video is actually going to be based on, and you're going to be able to be significantly more involved. How you operate and set up and manage a business is all going to be, I'm going to walk you through it. You're going to become a part of the journey of starting a new business, because it is starting from the bottom. It is a company that we're literally going to start together. We're going to grow it together, and we are going to develop and scale this business all live on YouTube, documented 100% of the way, and you can get involved. Now, for the people that want to get involved in the OFM side of things, there is short to come releases and announcements on ways to get involved there, alongside the new company as well. So that's what I'm currently doing as of now. That is one of my number one sources of, or I guess you can only have one number one, but that is one of my main sources of income at the moment. That is how I'm able to afford a $167,000 car, a $315,000 car, and a $120,000 car, all paid for in cash, except for the M3. I financed it, not because I couldn't afford it, because I bought this car in cash right after I financed the M3. Auto loan and credit history factors. But anyway, that is what I do, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys in the next video. It's going to be an absolute banger, and you guys are going to be significantly more involved. And see ya.